In this video, I will show you why your calendar might look full, but your Zoom calls are empty. If this is you, it means your leads are suffering from booking amnesia. So let's dive into it. Listen, if your show up rate sucks, I want to tell you it's not the leads, it's not the ads, especially for the people out there that are running paid ads, Meta, TikTok, YouTube, Google Ads. I want to reassure you that the problem is not the leads. And on this video, I will tell you the symptoms of booking amnesia and how to cure it. But it's important that you understand that the leads that are coming through your website or your funnel are not showing up to your call for a specific reason. And it has nothing to do with them. It has everything to do with your business and how your acquisition system is set up. I see this from time to time, especially when I speak with new prospects or new clients that are trying to solve acquisition problems into their business, whether they're trying to scale to $100,000 a month or they're trying to hit their first 6 figures a month. They're trying to get more leads and just increase ad spend. And in reality, everything needs to be in place for you to be able to scale your ads in whatever marketing channel you're using to generate prospects. So let's dive into it and let's break everything down. So one of the main things that you need to understand is, especially if you're running ads, this is for my people that are running ads out there. When you are running ads and you, especially direct response marketing, meaning Meta, TikTok ads, you're interrupting whatever they're doing on the social platform. So you're picking their interest through your creative, your mechanism, your guarantees. And at that moment, you're able to get their attention for a second. They might have that problem and they're interested in learning more. And they do a impulse opt-in. Most of them will book, most of them wouldn't book. Typically, you will see that around 30 to 60% of the people that opt in through your funnel will actually book a call. It's going to depend on how you're filtering them. But this creates major issues. Why? Because at the end of the day, you're trying to get interest prospect. That way you can turn them into customers. So what you're seeing here, they book a call with you and then they end up not showing. Most of the time, they end up ghosting you. Your sales team message them, they D&D you, they don't answer, they ghost you, they lost their interest. And this is one of the major problems that I'm seeing with my clients is the lack of awareness. Why? Because they don't understand or they don't even remember why they opt in into your funnel in the first place. So the first problem you're facing is lack of awareness. As you can see here, from the time that they book your call here, all this time is what I like to call the amnesia zone. Why? Because they don't remember that they booked a call with you. And you're assuming because they opt in, they're actually trying to talk to you. But in reality, most of the time, they don't remember. That's why sometimes you take a call and it's a very good call. And most of the other calls, they're not good calls. So think about it. How many leads do you get on your phone and they don't know anything about you, your company, and how you can help them solve their problem? This is a lead that it doesn't matter what you do on the sales call, you're not going to be able to close him unless you're doing high pressure sales, which high pressure sales is not a way to scale because if you want to close 50, 60 deals per month, there's a nurturing process that needs to take place. So as you can see here, I like to break it down into infrastructures. It's very, very important that you understand that acquisition from lead into customer is a system. It's not a funnel. An acquisition is an entire system that you need to have in your business to be able to convert leads into customers. It's not about more funnels, more strategy, more crazy creatives. You need to have a system in place that can turn a cold lead into an interest buyer, spike their interest, show them that you are the vehicle that will take them to the promised land. That way you can turn them into a customer. And it's very important that you understand how other companies scale from leads with system and processes. you have to stop seeing your business as a funnel and some ads. There's a system and there's processes. When a lead becomes a lead, it goes into the system, and the system will execute X amount of processes that will make sure you can turn that lead into a book appointment. Once they become a book appointment, the system that you put in place, that you put a strategy, that you thought about is you actually develop your entire acquisition system. That system will put them into a process that will convert them into a close. In the same way that once you close them, your system and process will take them on an onboarding form, and you take the payment. But you have to stop seeing your business as a funnel and an ad. You need an infrastructure. You need a machine that will able to move the needle for you before the sales call. Because if you keep doing the heavy lifting on the sales call, you're just burning through leads. Your sales team is going to get tired. It's not an efficient way to scale. So let's dive into this really quick. So this is how a typical funnel will look like. Let's go ahead. Let me make myself small here. So you run Meta, Facebook, Instagram, whatever ads you're seeing. You see here, they see your ad. This is the first time they actually have any type of interaction with your business or brand. Especially, this is directly for people that own a business that are selling a service. And you're trying to book a call. That way you can explain and actually help them with the problem that they're looking to solve. So this is for service-based business. Once they see your ad, there's two ways that this is happening. You're sending them to a VSL, you're sending them to a sales page, or you take them straight to a form/survey, and then they book a call on the calendar. You send them to a calendar, they go to a thank you page, and then they wait for the call, and either you're doing Zoom, Google Meet, or a phone call. But think about this for a second. You're a stranger. You interrupt their pattern on these platforms here. They see your ad for the first time. They like your ad. And on that specific moment, you are a 10 out of 10. They go through your funnel. Boom. Everything is amazing to the point that they want to book with you. They book the call, and now they wait for the call. This is where the amnesia zone actually takes place. Why? Because now they don't remember who are you, why do they even book a call in the first place? And I'm going to show you how can you solve it and what are the symptoms. You end up here. They see your ad, they schedule a call, they wait for your call, and they don't show up. But why does that happen? It's because they have no trust in your brand. On their brain, they're thinking, who are they? They don't remember why they booked the call with you in the first place. So why does this happen? The lead is cold. They don't remember your brand, especially if you're using non-human presence, meaning you're running an image, a UGC creative, no face, no video. That will increases the chances of no trust. No visible proof, meaning that you have no testimonials, no case studies, no awards, generic branding on your landing pages, over promises. If you have a crazy guarantee, this will create no trust. That's why guarantees must be used very strategic way. If your guarantee is wild, trust me, it's hurting you more than what is helping you. And one of the most biggest problem that I see is lack of expectation. So, and every business is different. Every offer is different. So you have to think through this on why do they not trust me? What does this prospect needs to see from me and my business for me to earn their trust and earn the opportunity for them to speak with me on the phone? Because you have to earn their trust. So one of the things that you can do is add a face to the camera, add videos to your funnel, retarget your audience, especially if you know that they already booked. You can generate custom audiences and retarget them with testimonials and reviews. Display social proof, your logos, your awards, your case studies. Meet the founder video on your booking page. This is super important. need to sound professional. We're on 2025. People don't believe anything they see on the internet. So your credibility must be on point. Includes all your socials. Guys, if your socials are empty, your Instagram is empty, your YouTube is empty, and you're running ads and you're expecting to close, you will have I hope you have a very big checkbook, because you are going to suffer from low conversion rates. So the other part is they have no skin on the game. On the prospect's mind is whatever, I'll skip it. They can skip the appointment. Why? Because they never had that intention to show up for the call. And when they opt into your business funnel and system and ecosystem, because your business is an ecosystem, as soon as someone opts to your website or interacts, that they give you their email, their phone number, any information that allows you to reach back to them, that's an ecosystem. It doesn't matter if your ecosystem is one video or is 100 videos. Once you get their information, you have the opportunity to run them through your system. Your infrastructure system is an ecosystem that will allow them to find the answers to their questions. So booking process is frictionless. That means that you send them straight to a calendar, no filtering, no scoring, no qualifying questions that give you shitty leads, broke leads with low intent. No intake form on the quiz or time commitment. So again, if you're just collecting phone number and email, you need to stop doing that. No instruction on how to prepare for the call. This equals low accountability. No reminder sequence. If you're just sending, hey, your call is in 15 minutes, please show up on time, good luck, they're not going to show up. Easy to forget. The way the lead and the prospect is seeing this is that your business, it's not serious. So you don't get treated serious. The risk looks higher than the reward. So you guys need to start putting systems and create an ecosystem. Strategically, it's not just putting a bunch of ideas, a bunch of reminders, just trigger 15 minutes before the appointment, send this email. None of that. You actually need to understand your audience. You need to understand why are they booking, on what stage are they. So let's move to the next one. They have no skin on the game. What is the solution? Again, short form intake quiz. Before the call, you need to confirm the appointment. Include a call prep instruction via the computer with notes. You can actually prepare your leads and your prospects to what's going to happen. Automate SMS and email reminders. This is not enough. I'm telling you guys since now, this is not enough to reply yes. Yeah, they can reply, but they will still not show up, because if they're not sold that you are actually going to solve the problem for them before the call, they're not going to show up, right? So if you've given them the piece of information that they need to consume before the sales call, your chances of talking to them and even closing them is close to none. You can use a confirmation play explaining video. So it's very important that you don't try to close leads from the ads to the call. You might close, especially if you're operating on a niche that your cost per lead is super inexpensive. But if you're talking with people that are investor, real estate, that they need to have a financial qualifier. So these leads are expensive, especially if your funnel will have a lot of friction. I see funnels that they pay $80, $90, $100 for these leads because they're very high caliber type of leads, and they still don't show up. Every time a lead doesn't show up, you're losing money. You're burning capital from your company. And here, booking amnesia. Why did I even book on the first place? They booked while they were distracted. They forgot your name. They forgot your company. You don't even remind them with content before the call leading up to the call. So meaning you have to strategically give them content, strategically cover some topics before the call, okay? You have a generic invite with no context. Never saw your face or offer after they book. All this, guys, will affect your show up rate. And most of the people that I see right now running ads trying to scale, they're not putting strategy behind their acquisition. Guys, it's not a funnel anymore. This is not 2016 where you can just run some ads and everything is new. We are on a trust recession. You have to put everything in place for them to be able to close from you. So how can you fix the info amnesia or booking amnesia? Send branded document, what to expect. You can send them a video of you. Include your name, your face, value reminders. Use a descriptive calendar invite, your call with your name company. Don't sell a random name because on their email, you just look like a spammer. Fear of pitch. What the prospect thinks, they just want to sell to me. Funnel smells like a trap. Pretty much, guys. It's just, I see this every time. No explanation on what the call is really for. They have bad experiences with this type of calls, so they don't want it even to show up. For you to close a lead, you need to stop thinking in profits and how can I close this lead. You need to think like them. What experiences do they already have? Bad ones and good ones. And how can I make sure I can convert the bad ones into good ones? What do I need to show them? What proof do they need to trust me, that trust my company, that I will help them? All this needs to be in place. It's super important. If you're not taking this time to building these assets for your business, your business will suffer, okay? So you want to frame the call. This is not a sales call, it's a strategy session. Guys, there's two things that are very different. And this is more a sales problem from the managing side than actual the lead. And whoever's managing yourself, if it's you or you have someone in your team, most of the time, I start listening to calls. And the first thing that I see is the sales rep is just diving into the process. Guys, I spent 8 years on a call center. I take over 50,000 calls. I spoke on the phone for more than 20,000 hours. And I see the lack of interest from closers on actually trying to understand your prospects. One of the most important things that you need to know before you even dive into your sales is to ask the lead, do you saw us on Facebook? Do you saw us on Instagram? Okay, have you have a chance to go over our website, to see our testimonial, to see our trust pilot? You have to do a temperature check on your leads to understand where they are on the process. When I see people they don't even take the time to actually measure where this lead came from and how much do they know about us, and they just dive into the sales process, you are just literally losing that lead, okay? So always remember, temperature check and see where this lead came from and where are they on the process. So again, another symptom will be low priority. Something came up. They can cancel. They have no friction. They have no commitment with your company. It doesn't feel urgent. They don't have a compelling reason. At the end of the day, your business is on this situation is because this is your infrastructure. This is your acquisition funnel. This breaks my heart every time I see a company trying to scale with just this. And in reality, it takes way more than just an ad, a VSL, and a calendar page. So if you like this video, please drop a comment, message me on Instagram. But if you want me and my company to help you, book a call with me, book a call with one of my partners, and let's have a strategy session and see how can we help you, where you at right now, how much you're spending on ads, and actually pinpoint the problems of your business. And we can actually develop an infrastructure, acquisition system that will solve the problems that you're currently facing on your business. So see you on the next one.